in a little tent, just like that river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change is gonna come. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. I go to the movie and I go downtown. Somebody keep telling me, don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know change is gonna come.
Good evening, Guyana. Good evening, everyone in Guyana. I never see so much people yet, it's true. All right, so I have come to give an endorsement, and I'm going to ask you all to bear with me a little bit because it's going to be a slightly different endorsement. I have been following this unity coalition from the UK, where I live, and I am pleased and privileged to have been invited here to join you in your struggle. As everybody's been saying tonight, it is time, it is time, it is time. But it's not just time, it's long, way past time. And I wanted to say something to you, because on these occasions you normally find that people start the greetings by saying things about the honored and the honorable dignitaries and their excellencies and the custodians of high office. But on this evening, when we are all here and elsewhere, when we are all hoping that this will be the point of departure for a movement for national transformation, it is my instinct that the change should start with the welcome greeting. It is you who live here, you who labor here, you who suffer here, you who smile here and dance here, that I must salute first and foremost. And I hope the presidential and prime ministerial candidates will forgive me for that. These other dignitaries, the men and the women, and there are only a few women, but I think the coalition is going to help us to sort that out. These people of distinction are to be seen as no different from you. They are no more powerful than you. It is not Burnham, and it is certainly not this Burnham, and it is not Jagan, and it's not even David and Moses. You know, like the boy said, David and Moses, not them. Who we must exalt, it is you. It is not them alone that is going to make this country a bed of roses. It is you. It is with you that the power lies to turn this around, to bring the boat back from the falls, and to stake your claim to satisfactory life as Guyanese. What I wanted to do briefly in my endorsement is to remind you of the words of some of our leaders, some of the most important political leaders in Guyana. And you must know, not just Burnham, you must know that I show appropriate respect for each of the men that I will mention. But I'm not here to endorse or praise those men. I am here to endorse this coalition as the movement for change. And one of those men is my father. But in the case of him, I feel that I got to be here to bury him, because as every election season, he grave getting dig up again and again and again. Tell people Jumbi's story. But insofar as I quote him, let them not say that I came here to glorify Burnham name or anybody name. You hear me? I did not come here to glorify his name or anybody name. None of those men that I will refer to, none of these men were gods. Nor were they devils. None of them was immortal, and neither is this coalition. You have to make this project what you want it to be. I am actually here to do one thing really, and that is to share with you, as I say, I've been watching everything from my computer, to share with you my commitment to stand with the APNU and AFC coalition represented by David and Moses as the best hope for an alternative Guyana. So in 1962, Burnham said, "We can only go forward if we understand that we are Guyanese first, and Guyanese second, and Guyanese third." And in 1989, Dr. Jagan, in his budget speech to Parliament, said, "Guyana's greatest need today is a broad-based, independent and non-aligned National Patriotic Front government." And Dr. Walter Rodney said, "No ordinary Afro-Guyanese, no ordinary Indo-Guyanese can afford to be misled by the myth of race. Time and time again, it has been our undoing." And to Rodney's words, I would add that no women, no children, no Amerindian Guyanese, no Portuguese or no European Guyanese or no Chinese Guyanese can afford to be misled by the myth of race. Race saves no one and should condemn no one. We can find little fault with the words that I have mentioned when we look at them on their own, but these words are still only a promise to Guyanese. It is up to you to turn them into a reality. It is only you who will secure an APNU AFC victory on Monday the 11th. And I call it Magic Monday. And it was you, if you do that, if you vote and you help them to win, it is that will open up the real possibility of ending this long and tortured history of a broken Guyana. But Magic Monday is not going to come if you don't do nothing. It's not going to come without work, because none of us is actually a magician. You have to check your neighbors to see if they're voting. Look after the children of those with children after you vote, so that they can go and cast their votes. Take those who are less able to walk than you or to move than you to the stations, to the polling stations. Work with each other to mobilize for the result that I know and I hear tonight that you want. And from when what we are working towards becomes a reality, from Monday, when we hope that they declare a resounding victory for the coalition, do not get demob happy and think that it is all over. Do not just hand over your power to another set of people and then expect them to do things for you. You keep mobilized and keep showing the leaders of the coalition that it was you, not they, who worked the magic. Coming out tonight in your numbers is great. We could jump and dance and lime and prance. But the real work is on Monday, and the real work is on the 12th, as you try to build a Guyana that is united. Thank you.